What's good, people? I wanted to come back on tonight and talk a little bit about the details of this trade as I'm hearing them. The Redskins have agreed to terms with the Broncos, and they're sending a sixth-round pick, and in return, they get Case Keenum and a seventh-round pick, which is basically swapping the picks out, and they're reworking Keenum's deal to where each side will pay him $3.5 million in salary for next year. So that would leave Washington basically swapping a sixth and a seventh round pick with Denver and having to pay Keenum $3.5 million in salary, which is the same salary that Colt McCoy is getting next year. I think this is a win. This is a good trade as far as as far as the Redskins are concerned. They needed another arm coming into camp this year. I still believe that there's a possibility that they may draft another quarterback. Still a possibility that they could go out and trade for Josh Rosen. This doesn't really hinder anything, stop anything. This is a small blip on the salary cap. And as a matter of fact, I'm kind of viewing this as a depth chart move. Almost it's like a depth move. The team could in turn take Keenum and his cheap salary and make it part of the Josh Rosen trade. Put a pick together with Keenum and send him over to Arizona. Who knows? Arizona's still going to have to put two quarterbacks on their roster, no matter what they do, no matter if they draft Kyler Murray or not. I'm just talking right now, but this is a pretty good move in my book. Now, granted, Case Keenum has never lit anything on fire in his entire career. The Broncos last year highly overpaid for his services. What did he throw, like 15 touchdowns, maybe like 11 or 12 picks? Not very good. Their team wasn't very good at all. I could imagine Bronco fans are probably happy to get rid of this guy, although I can also imagine that Bronco fans are not going to be very happy when they see how much dead cap they had to just take by restructuring the deal. But the way I'm looking at it is this is going to be a move that the Redskins are going to be happy they made come season time. Even if Colt McCoy were to start the season out as the starter, it makes me feel a little bit better knowing we would have someone to turn to in Keenum that could maybe come in and at least match the effort. I'm not too impressed with Josh Johnson. I feel like with a camp underneath his belt, maybe he could do something, and I do feel like he will be brought back in to camp. But I don't feel like he is a starting quarterback in the NFL at this point, and I definitely don't feel like he's the future for Washington. Neither do I feel like Case Keenum is the future in Washington or Colt McCoy. Our future has still yet to be shown to us. This right here is just a stopgap. Thankfully, now we don't have to overpay for any other stopgaps. But honestly glad the Redskins finally were able to put a stamp on this move, or on a move, to be able to kind of finalize where the team will be going with the first round pick now. I believe we're probably looking at a wide receiver or an edge rusher. I would think wide receiver should be our number one need, but I'm not certain the way the team is going to go on that. But all in all, I like this trade. It's not a blockbuster. It's not a splash move. And it's not something that's really going to wake you up in the middle of the night and make you happy about things. But it's definitely a quarterback that we don't have to bend over backwards to pay, and one that doesn't make it impossible for us to land other pieces. So there it is. That's all I got for right now. Hail to the Redskins. Peace.